I'm going to paint with my left hand because I can paint with either one, but I'm going to show you guys. Listen to that air. I barely have anything coming out. I mean, barely any air. I tried to, the one unfortunate part about this gun is I tried to hook up the regulator, and it has a, instead of having a compression fitting here, it has a what's it called, pipe fitting. So you have to put a fitting right on here, so you have to use this thing, and you can't tell what pressure you have. But I mean, I would estimate I'm probably at about less than 10 pounds, or 5 or 6 pounds or so, and I'm actually able to put the paint on with that. 5 or 6 pounds. I mean, it's less than actually. I have to turn down the volume a lot. It's less than any spray can, less overspray than a spray can. So there's almost nothing, if you can. Yeah, I mean, this is kind of cool. So I would say this is pretty cool for doing stuff at your house or whatever. I had these little. I wanted to paint these Safari windows because they paint them these awful yellow color. So I sand them down. They're done with powder coat. Everybody goes, "Oh my God, you paint powder coat?" Yeah. When I don't like the color, I sure do. And I'm putting on a single stage urethane, and kind of just outside here, just doing a little stuff. I mean, geez, I mean, there's no cloud, there's no signs even that I'm painting anything. You know, almost no smell. It's under the limit for volume, so you can do this anywhere you want, pretty much. Just put a 2-ounce pot on it probably next time. Just kind of testing it out right now. And you could, I mean, this is probably half the volume of an lvlp. I don't think an lvlp gun would spray at this low of an air flow. Almost no airflow coming through, no cloud. Almost 99% of the paint's going on, so that's like super efficiency transfer. So as far as that part of the gun, I'm very happy. It does exactly what I wanted it to do, which is paint some stuff without getting any overspray. When I do field work, that's where I want to be. At the house, you know, you can sometimes crank it up a little bit if you need to, but I don't know if this would try to spray clear with this, but as far as painting for, you know, little stuff, base coat, you could do it. I mean, I have the fan all the way out too. Let's see. Well, I turned it in a couple turns. Yeah, it doesn't make much difference. A little bit. It's a little bit finer with the fan all the way out. So if you were trying to spray, maybe you could spray some clear with this too, but I don't know, not at this volume. I think I'm going to turn it up a little bit more. But this, with this amount of air, which is almost nothing, I mean, I'm probably at 5-6 pounds or so, maybe. Just, I mean, almost nothing. I mean, it's like wind. It's able to spray paint. Pretty amazing. I think I could blow through a straw and probably power this gun. You can just take a straw and hook it up to the bottom, blow it in there, and I could probably paint with this thing. It's pretty cool. So yeah, it's great for what it is. So if you were thinking about buying one of these, definitely might be one that you want to try. It's the sprayit 33000. R500? It says 33,000 on the box. Let's go look at that again. Spray it. And then in those instructions it says 33,000. But on the gun it says something else. That's funny. Just the way it comes, I guess. It also came with this handy dandy cleaning kit, which I don't use. I have a better one. And with these filters. So anyway, it's actually pretty cool. It does exactly what I was hoping it would do, which is spray without making a lot of overspray. Take a look at that. Let's take a look at the finish. Say this is satin, so it doesn't really matter that much. It's a little bit over reduced. Looks pretty smooth at almost no air pressure. I mean, that's almost an airless. I mean, it's really low air pressure. When I get done, I'll clean off all the rubber, a little bit that I got on them. So one side of these, I got it over really accelerated, so it'll dry super fast. Obviously, I'm touching it. So yeah, that's the finish is pretty nice. I mean, it's smooth. It's the overspray is, see how that's the little bit of a fallout is pretty fine for low pressure like that. You're not going to expect this to spray as smooth as, you know, a high pressure gun, but you probably could spray something that you didn't want to have a lot of overspray with, but you would need to. So if you were going to do anything of any volume, you would need to change this fitting on the bottom to one that has a compression fitting, so you can put a regulator on here, because you need to know how much pressure is at your gun at all times when you're painting. In order to have any consistency, you need that. So it doesn't allow that, but for little parts and stuff, it's fine. You know, like the way it is. You could probably, you know, I'm definitely under the limit for HVLP. So I mean, way under it. So it's almost, I mean, this is actually better for the environment probably than a spray can. So that's a good thing. And it's, you know, it's not an expensive gun. I think it was on Amazon. I think I got it. It was $50. So for a $50 gun, it's actually way better than the other ones I spent $60 on. Other ones I've bought, and because remember, it has the air cap does not have the tapered fit. Let's take another look at that in case this is the first video you've seen. I had an unboxing of this a couple minutes ago. Let's take a look at this air cap again. This is one of the critical things when you're buying a cheap spray gun to look at. The air cap does not have a tapered fit. Okay, I'll show you what that is on another gun. In case this is one of the first videos you looked at of mine, I'll reiterate something. If you've already watched those other videos, you can cut it off anytime you want. I'm going to show for the new people. And if you are new, definitely subscribe. You're going to want to learn some cool stuff about painting and about body work and stuff like that too. Hang on. Alright, so this is a tapered on tapered fit. So this taper right here fits inside this taper. So what happens is there's just a little tiny bit of paint, it gets nicked up right here, anything happens, and now you have a leak on your air cap. And it won't spray for crap. This is a Harbor Freight Tools gun. So this is one of those $10 guns, so it does pay to buy a little more expensive gun. Now let me show you another gun that's you know, a $60 gun that's garbage. So this is a $60 gun, and it's garbage because it's the same way. And a little bit of paint, like that little bit of paint in there. Tried cleaning that out with, actually this is a little bit dirty, but I didn't really clean this out very good last time. But there was still a little bit of paint residue back down in the corners, and that when it's on here, when you put it on all the way, it affects your fan. So you're constantly having to try and clean these guns. Let's take a look at a Iwata air gunza real quick. All right, so here's an Iwata. Air gunza. Arnesti Iwata, see? So that's a big brand spray gun. Let's look at the difference between this and the cheap sprayit. Has a very similar spray head. Hold on one second. So this is a $150 Iwata, not an expensive gun, but not a cheap gun. And one thing that's cool about this is the threads on here are coarser, so that what happens, the two things that happen when you need to clean it is you're not able to get all the paint out of these threads, and it causes it to get stuck. And the other thing is see the taper on taper, it does not have that on the Iwata. Okay, it's an Iwata. I don't know why this stupid thing won't focus. Focusing way down there on the ground, but yeah, the Iwata has the non-taper on taper fit, like the sprayit. As far as this needs to be cleaned, well, obviously. I'm gonna run through this one here. I was priming something with it. It's a primer gun, so it's a good primer gun. I use it for painting little parts and stuff, but I think I'm gonna start using the sprayit for that because it's so much less overspray. Seems fairly easy to clean, about like this one is. But for painting small parts, it might be really good. Let's also look real quick at a real paint gun, DeVilva's Techna Pro Light. Look at the cleaning system on this. Now, this is a $300 and $400 gun, so you're going to expect it to be better. But look how similar it is. It has the same type of a spray head system, where it's a hole. And this is a non-taper on taper, so nothing, this butts up against that. So it stays clean. There are less chances of, when you're cleaning your spray tip, to have a problem. This gun cleans up really easily. You notice it's a little cleaner than the other ones. It stays that way pretty much very easily. It has a coating on it to keep it clean. And I don't always have the time to really clean them up. I don't have a solvent tank or something like that. You can't really have one around here. So, but yeah, it gets clean, well enough and works really well. But that's kind of the difference between them. But yeah, for the price, for $50, I would definitely say it's a buy. I would buy another one for $50. Works pretty amazing. That sprayit does. Let's take another look at it.